What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode from the AFC Hinckley universe. So today we've got a massive, and I mean massive game to livecom. We are actually playing in the quarter-finals of the Capital One Cup, and we are up against Arsenal at the Emirates. Now, just to put this into context, Arsenal They're married to Marcelo Gallardo, managed obviously by Gallardo, and they are 7th in the Premier League, but they're no slouch. I mean, we have beaten Newcastle, who are bottom, and have coincidentally sacked David Moyes, and Cotterill's taken over, and we have also knocked out Tottenham, who are doing much better. They're in 4th, so you know, I don't know quite what to expect, but away at the Emirates is going to be a bloody difficult thing to do. We are going to have a quick little look at transfers because we have brought back an old friend. Colin St Rose has returned on loan from Bournemouth, initially for 3 months. Now he's just recently agreed to stay till the end of the season. Wasn't doing very well at Bournemouth under Lee Clark. Lee Clark just did not, despite buying him, wouldn't play him. Lee Clark has subsequently been booted out, and Chris Hargraves is coming, but I'd already taken him on loan. So, you know, their loss is our gain. The Fletcher Arena. Funnily enough, the Fletcher Arena is named after, obviously, Stephen Fletcher, as you'll see in a moment. Steve Fletcher, who, funnily enough, works for me in a bizarre roundabout kind of way. Very odd, but just a little bit of a tidbit there for you. So, today, unfortunately, St Rose is cup-tied, but we do have Robbie Jenkinson playing against his former club, and he's been battling to get back, if you know, in all fairness. But we'll go through these results, and I'll go through that with you in a moment. So, we followed up the Tottenham victory with a 2-2 draw away at Ellen Road. Lee Peters on the score sheet and Josh Swindell there. Huddersfield were beaten by 2-0. We picked up 3 knocks in this match, so you'll see Ellis, Chambers and Ramshaw. None of them long term, but you know, still enough to really pee me off. They were a dirty side, Huddersfield. Very dirty. We followed that with a 3-1 win over Doncaster, and again Leo Chambers picking up a knock, and he was out for a little while afterwards. We'll just have a look at Will Freeman's goal, because I think it was very similar to his first one. Either that, or there was a move in the game that was very similar to his first goal for the club. You know, hang on a minute. This isn't what we want. Okay, guys, so yeah, here comes Peters. Plays a lovely ball out to Chambo. First time in, and Freeman's there to tap it in. It wasn't that I was thinking of. There was actually a goal that was sort of one touch, ticka-taka, boom. But, sorry, it wasn't a goal. He missed. So I've been thrown out by the dog, showing his disgruntled unhappiness at a pigeon on a house over the road. He's not best impressed with this pigeon at all. So I apologise for that. It's knocked me off my game a little bit. So we beat Doncaster by 3-1. Followed that up with a 2-1 win over Cardiff, which was pleasing as hell. And Colin St Rose returned, and as Colin St Rose does, he scored. You know, he's come back, an instant impact from the boy. Pleased to have him back. Pleased to have him signed up for the rest of the season. Did have a cheeky inquiry for, let's have a look at this, just simply teed up, pow, straight in, no messing. I did make a cheeky little inquiry to bring him back on a permanent basis, but despite the fact he's worth £2.5 million, they wanted about 8 million for him, so I was like, nah, we'll just loan him, thanks. We followed this up with a 1-1 draw against West Bromwich Albion. Pretty poor game, but this was the interesting point here. Robbie Jenkinson picked up an injury after 15 minutes, and we had to play the rest of the game with Richard Hawkridge in goal, because we I didn't have a backup goalkeeper at the time on the bench. Preston Edwards had picked up a knock and the other keepers were loaned out, and I didn't want a grade name on the bench, so screw it. I thought screw it, and you know, it weren't too bad. We got a point. So moving forwards, we had Preston Edwards in goal, and we drew 1 apiece with Sheffield United. I'll show you Adelaken's goal, and then I'll show you their goal, so you can see the how Preston Edwards fared up in his. This was only his second appearance for the club, of course. Below this is Peters, well saved, and then Adelaken on the follow up. No messing around. Has just won the Player of the Season, Player of the Month in the Championship. Adelaken, which I thought was really cool. He's been on fine form, doing really well. And then Scott Sinclair picking up the equaliser for Sheffield United. Poor defensively, and Preston Edwards should really have saved that, but I'm not going to be too difficult on him. You know, it was a step up. He's been playing under 21s football for us, and before that, obviously, Conference Premier Division and Conference North and South football. So, you know, wasn't going to be too harsh on him there. Then, you can see it with your own eyes. We smashed Swansea 8-3. Now, two very interesting facts about Swansea and Charlton. They are, although when I played Charlton, this wasn't the case. Okay, they actually sacked their manager after this game and employed Barry Quinn is the manager of Charlton. He left Colville for Charlton. Charlton went all the way down to Colville to the Conference National to take Barry Quinn. So that is freaking awesome. Really pleased for him. He's gone up there and taken over as a kind of domino effect in a way, because obviously he's left Colville. Colville went on to appoint John Stead, who, for those of you who are long-term watchers of the series, will know that before going into management, John Stead, in his career, didn't play for us. What? Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. That was last year. That was last year. My apologies. He's got a poor opinion of me. I'm such an idiot. That was last year's Hinckley save. So, but yeah, okay, so still technically in an alternative universe, a very strange turn of events. But yeah, John Stead has taken over there. I can't believe I got confused too. It's happened a few times though. I've got confused between last season's Hinckley save and this season's. But anyway, Quinn is in at Charlton. But before that, in my opinion, an even bigger step up management-wise, well, not even in my opinion, in fact, a humongous step up for the man that was in charge, or that is in charge of Swansea. I'm going to show you this. Pause it now and just pop in the comments below who you think the manager of Swansea is. Just pause it now and pop it in there, and I'll show you a few of the goals while we're at it for our boys. So, came into this, Swansea were third and we were second. So, a big game was on the cards, live on Sky, the early kick-off on the Saturday, the lunchtime kick-off on a Saturday. Blazing sun in Swansea as well, and we gave the fans one hell of a game. Colin St Rose there getting a goal. He's third of the season by this point, so he was on absolute flames. I think he actually scored in 3 in a row. I might be wrong. Also, look at those 2 hat-tricks. I'll show you Glenford Markman's first, just randomly, and Adelaken's third, just so that we can give them both their due. So here's St Rose, Adelaken, Markman, Thunderbolt, goalkeeper just absolute no man's land. And that was obviously Markman's opener. Then literally, look, straight away, bang, goal again. And then the role reversal. Adelaken got his hat-trick. Oops, that was my desktop. Adelaken got his hat-trick there. And then literally straight away, Markman went and got his hat-trick. So those two guys absolutely on fire. So, by now, if you care, you've popped in the comments below who you thought the manager of Swansea was. Prepare yourself. Craig fricking Gardner. Carl Shorten manager, Craig Gardner. They've dipped all the way down to what was it? The Northern Premier Division, was it? Ishmael League First Division South, and plucked him away. Taking him away. He leaves behind Nana Jordan, Adebayo Okapayo, blah, 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 and Dan Bisungu. And also Charlie Webster, he was one of ours, wasn't he, if I remember rightly? Yep, he was one of ours back in the day. He's there, and the Beast is there as well still. 8 goals, 17 games. Waiting for this match, in fact. Oh no, he's already on my shortlist. I want to keep an eye on him because when he retires or comes close to retirement, I would like to bring him in as a coach if possible, and Nana Jordan. So keep an eye on both of them. But yeah, so Craig Gardner, absolutely crazy daisy going up there. They're kind of flitting up and down. They're 10th at the moment. They kind of keep flirting in the playoffs, out the playoffs, in the playoffs, out the playoffs, and so on and so forth. But anyway, back to... well, I'll show you this one. Would you want a piece with Bournemouth? Bit of a difficult one for St Rose, sat in the crowd, I'm sure. 4-3 victory over Charlton. Very hard fought 4-3 victory. St Rose on the score sheet again. Then obviously the Bournemouth. Then we absolutely annihilated MK Dons by 4-1. Lee Peters, who is now a fully fledged Welsh international, he's actually got 2 caps now. But when I went to him and said, in the press, I was like, oh, congratulations. He was like, cheers, I've worked hard to get here. I was like, yeah, you've worked hard, it's paid off, I'm really pleased for you. And he came back and said, don't patronise me, I know how good I am. So if that attitude comes out from him again, he's out the door. I'm not going to have anybody at my club talks to me like that. I'm entering next season my 10th year as manager, so as far as I'm concerned, Sunshine, if you talk to me like I'm a piece of crap, you will be in the crap, end of the day. And last time out, disappointingly, our first defeat in about 14 games, away at Middlesbrough. Thought we'd nicked a point for Glenford Markman late on, but Liam Pearce on the 94th minute, the little shite, went and nicked the winner for them, went and picked up all 3 points and took it back to Merseyside. Took it back to the Riverside, but they're already there. Poor defending, poor goalkeeping, but a good header nonetheless. His first goal of the season. What a freaking surprise. And it was the nail in our coffin on that occasion. So in terms of the Premier League, the Championship, we are still top. Everton are second. I say still top. We weren't top last time, but we've been top, flitting between top, second and third for quite a few months now. On a surprise note, remember Exeter we slaughtered on the opening day? They're 5th. Crewe 8th. There's a few. Shrewsbury sneaking up there, 13th. Imagine that. Say things went really tits up for Everton and that. Imagine this. Hinckley top, Exeter second, Crewe or Shrewsbury in the playoffs winning it. 3, no disrespect to any club, but all 3 clubs minuscule in compared to the rest of the Championship and the Premiership, and all 3 went up. What a story that would be. What a story. Markman the marksman, has just been on form. 17 goals this season in the league, 5 man of the match awards, joint top average rating of 7.56. Swindell's in there for the assist. Swindell's been very unselfish this season. He has taken it on the chin a bit with his goal tally, although he still has managed to rack up all in all 11 goals and he's in fine form and is attracting attention from other clubs. He has been doing his best to ensure that Markman scores if he doesn't. this young lad, excuse me, hang on a minute, very unprofessional, but I had the biggest yawn. I had to come out there. This young lad, he's been on fine form this season. 38 goals and 114 appearances for Charlton in his career. Had a loan spell at Cambridge, actually got 19. Been in Belgium and got a few goals there. But he actually started his career, down at Dorchester, where he got 20 goals in 45 appearances. So it's good to see somebody coming through. He only cost Charlton 21 grand. What an absolute bargain for them. So be interested to see what Bazza can do there. He's fighting to keep them in the division, as you can see. I think he started off with a win last time out. Let's have a look. Oh no, 3-3 draw. Actually, I think he didn't manage before that. Yeah, he won his opening game away at Doncaster. 3-3 draw in his second game. And then the next league game for them is Cardiff at home. And Cardiff are third. So they're doing okay. But today, our focus now turns to the Emirates and Arsenal. So let's head on over and have a little look at this. Now, Lady Luck has been holding our hand so far in this competition, and I'm hoping that she's got her hand fully grasping ours today, because I've got a feeling we're going to need it. Now, Ben Marshall's been bitching and whinging up until recently about not being in the team, but I want to put Adelaide in to start off with, because he's got 9 goals and he knows his stuff. He knows how to play that position like the back of his hand. Obviously, St Rose is out with with a cup tie, so he's not in. Peter Hughes, the Irish lad, he is out injured. So any injured players now are moving them down to the reserves, and then when they come back to fitness again, moving them up to the first team, but popping it in to play for the reserves until match fit to try and, sort of cut back on injuries. It worked with Robbie Jenkinson. He was out for a few games, about 4 or 5 games, I think it was. We were missing him for. Preston Edwards stood in 4 games. 3 games then, because he'd already played 1. So yeah, we lost him for 3 games, and Preston Edwards did step in and do a reasonably good job. But this is the lineup we're going with, our strongest possible one in my opinion. Jenkinson in goal, with Ramshaw, Page, Hawkridge and Chambers at the back. Then Ellis and Tock. If St Rose wasn't cup tied, he would be in instead of Ellis. But then the wingers are Peters and Adelaken, and then the top 2 of Markman and Swindell. I do have some transfers lined up to come in the transfer window. So I'll go through those at the end. No big first team players from anywhere else. My God, look at the size of this place compared to what we're used to playing in. Have a look up there, hit this and pop you on there. Pop, pop, pop. But yeah, I don't know what to expect here today. This guy here, Louis Matthews, he looks fairly decent. Did try to pinch him on loan, but they were like, no, thank you. He's a very determined striker, but they're giving him his chance today, so he's got a big opportunity to show what he's made of. This guy here as well, I've seen a few bits and bobs pop up about him. Looks an absolute beast of a player. £10.2 million, 2 England caps. Been at Arsenal his entire career, on their products. Has had a loan spell at Leicester in the past. I think that may be where I saw him, possibly. And this guy he's got an interesting name and an interesting haircut. Good on you, kid. Again, another Arsenal trainee coming through into the first team. 3.5 million. So I'm wondering if they've perhaps fielded a slightly weakened team. Aaron Ramsey playing right back, which is a bit bizarre. Giddins, he's one of their hot prospects coming through the ranks. You can see in the non-competitive, they're 7 in 19, going for glory in that competition. And then let's have a look at their goalkeeper, Sonny Uzoma, 18-year-old Nigerian keeper, only worth 31k, and this will be Only his second appearance for the club, I believe. Yeah. I was played in Europe for them. So, there you go. Yep, his second appearance for the club. So, you know, we can only do what we can do, but I'm hoping that we can perhaps do quite well. Oh, underdogs, get out there. I'm so tired lately, guys. I apologise. I keep yawning all the freaking time at the minute. The time's just absolutely shattered. Well done, Chambers, who is a transfer target for Hull City, Aston Villa and Blackburn Rovers. Well, he was. Don't know if he still is for all of them. Swindell, Giddins, poleaxing Swindell there. They've kind of mixed it up a bit. I mean, Andre Ayew's in there, but they've kind of just sort of mixed and matched, haven't they? Oh, good touch from him. Oh, boo. Boo, 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 boo. Don't flip the highlights on. My apologies, guys. But they've taken the lead. Come on. Why are you affording Ramsey? Oh, save. Oh, brilliant tackle from Chambers there. Absolutely brilliant. This is oh no, 2-0. I said to you this would be a different kettle of fish to Newcastle and Tottenham, and it certainly is. Certainly is. Robbie Jenkins is looking very frustrated. I'm sure he is, because obviously this is his old club. This is where he came from. Oh, he just didn't seem to know what to do there, did he? That was terrible. Of course, he came through the youth team at Arsenal, so it would be... Oh, go on, Markman. Oh, no, he's put it over. My days. Come on now, get into your rhythm, boys. Come on, we're better than this. Well done, Hawkridge. Oh, Ellis, that was shocking. Absolutely shocking. Oh, Dalton Page let that slip as well. I think the occasion has got the better of some of these players, guys. I think we're going to have to be horrible to them at half time. Well done, Jenko. Then number 4, Quay, the defender, he's got a booking. We could do with winding him up a bit, getting him sent off. Terrible that is, I know, but you know, sometimes these things have to be done. Oh, well done, Jenko, for picking up Tok. But Tok again losing the ball there. Tok and Ellis have been terrible. Very uncharacteristic from Tok. To be fair, it is from Ellis as well. We're just like rabbits caught in a headlock. I mean, look, even Markman with a first touch of an elephant today. Oh, Giddins has planted that. What a finish. Top corner. Guillermo Giddins. Have a look at that. It looked like it was a pretty decent finish. Look at him all the way on his own. First time hit. Superb quality from the Arsenal lad. Absolutely superb. Well, this is not what I expected. I expected us to put up much more of a fight than this. Aggressive, absolutely terrible, which you were. I have never seen such pitiful tripe in all my years. Screw it. Absolutely screw it. Get out there, Tim Penny and Ahmed Akori, 2 16-year-olds. This is my bravery test. Also, you may think a stupidity test after doing that. You're probably right. Look out from Akori. Glenford Markman on the ball. Takes on his man. Oh! Nearly turned on. Nearly turned it on. Oh, good. Right, let's try this. Adelaide up top. Ben Marshall on the right. Get out there and do something. And we're going to go attacking. I'm just going to go attacking. We've got nothing to lose now. I'm very disappointed though that we have surrendered quite so easily to this Arsenal lineup. They've got, I mean, don't get me wrong, they've got some superb players in there. Oh, I'd Lake, and that was a weak attempt to play that through. Well done, Ramshaw. Again. Come on. Come on. Well done, Chambo. Come on. Again. Tackle. Page clears. Well done. Penny knocks it down. Oh, go on, Markman, please. Come on. Go! Glenford Markman. Superb stuff. Very composed. Oh, look at that. That touch did it there. That defender didn't know what to do, did he? Beautiful stuff. At least we got a goal. I'm happy with that. Pissed off, if I'm honest, that we've lost the 3 goals in the first half the way we did. We were terrible in that first half. Panic-stricken in the first half. But really impressed with the way we've gone about it in the second half. Arsenal fully deserved that. There's no taking it away from them. They were the much better team. Fully deserved. But at least we got a goal. At least we didn't go down. Oh, you tell them. I ain't telling them. They'll think I'm a hypocrite for telling them we were so poor in the first half and telling them they played okay in the second. That was Markman's 7th of the tournament. So that was the quarterfinal. So there's the semi and the final to go. Could Glenford Markman finish the top goal scorer in the Capital One Cup? I'd like to think so. It'd be nice if he could. Liverpool annihilated Chelsea. But yeah, so disappointing to say the least. But you know, I think it's because we'd set the bar so high with winning at St James's Park 7-1, and then New White Hart Lane 3-1 or 3-2, whatever it was. I think we kind of spoiled ourselves a bit, but you know, good run. But back to these now, the players that are coming in. Scunthorpe have agreed to allow Jacob Banks to sign for us for is it 250? I can't remember, I think it's 250 or 230. He is their right back. 17 appearances this season, 1 goal. 62 appearances and a goal in all his career outings. Got quite good stats. Is aggressive. During the period since I've signed him, he has been suspended for a red card. But in a way, one for the future, but also the precautionary signing, because I got the feeling that Chambo may possibly move on in the January transfer window. Next up, young Stuart Sinclair, a 17-year-old defender from Plymouth. Nothing spectacular about him, but I've got a feeling we might be able to work with him. Quite pacey, quite brave, decent strength on him. Needs to work on his tackling, but got good marking and decent heading. Jumping reach is pretty poor though, but you know, he's not the biggest lad. He's only 5'8", but I've got a feeling that we might be able to do a little something with him. Did play 3 games in League One last season, but yeah, I kind of like the look of him. I think he might be all right. Next up, we've gone back to Telford, who we have a bit of a history of picking players up from in the past, and they've got Ian Smith. He's got 12 in 19 in all competitions this season for them. His best season since his first season at Telford, where he got 13 after his release from Man City. He was in the very first youth intake on this save at Man City in 2014-15. I've just seen something about him that I quite like, so I've decided to give him a chance. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You know, it's not the end of the world. He's only costing us 60 grand. I reckon I can make the 60 grand back. Stu Sinclair, 71. Jacob Banks, 230. And then finally, this guy. Oh, no, sorry. Jordan Sermon. He's been on trial with us for a little while. Why doesn't it show you the trials there anymore? Didn't it used to say like trial next to it? Because we took him on trial, and played a few under 21s, and I've offered him a deal, just as backup in the right back position. And then this guy, Reese Taylor, I like the look of him. He's got an interesting haircut for a start, but look at these stats, good to work with. Dribbling 13, finishing 16, long shot 16, heading 14, technique 11. Good work rate, good anticipation, determination is high, flair is high. Off the ball is a very decent level of 13. Stamina 19, strength 18, acceleration 18, and pace 13. Having a good season in the under-21s and has made a few appearances in the first team and got some goals along the way. 5'8", promising striker. He's only on 80 grand a week at the moment. Humongous sneeze was about to break out then, but it never happened. But anyway, guys, that is this little video for now. Unfortunately, we're out of the cup. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I do really appreciate it. And thank you for all the support, the thumbs up and the views. They are also massively appreciated, as are the comments. The comments mean a lot. It's good to have interaction with you guys. It's good when you know, say what you're enjoying, say who you're liking, what players you like. If you see players for opposition that you quite like the look of and you think I should take a look at, let me know, guys. All appreciated. But thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.